The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside junior guard Harris Price, I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Harris named the South Atlantic Conference Player of the Week for the third time this season. And Harris, Player of the Week's been a thing in the league for about 10 years. No Carson-Newman player has done it 3 times in a career, much less a season. What's that honor mean to you for the third time this season?
I think that, it's a great. I'm honored to be able to, get a few of those. But I think it's really you get noticed when your team is starting to get noticed. And I think that's really where I owe everything is to my team. And that individual awards are awesome, but, it all starts with where your team is.
You mentioned where the team is right now. It's been a heck of a season here in your second year. When you look at last year and you look into this year, you're already 2/3 of the way through the season. Have you had a chance to kind of reflect and realize how solid of a year this has been so far?
Yeah, I was just talking to one of my teammates about that. I'm like, can you believe that we're already starting the second half of our season, which is crazy, but it's flown by. But, no, that's awesome to only have 1 loss on us, which, we could – whether we should have lost that or not, it's whatever. But I think that we've accomplished a lot and that we have a lot more to look forward to.
When you look at your individual performances last week, you talked to me the other day about how you had some confidence issues prior to that. You got some pep talks. Did you feel like maybe a little bit of it was the fact that last year you'd been hurt a little bit, you didn't have to play as many minutes as this year, and now you're kind of getting that second wind?
Yeah, I think that having more players that we can turn to, and you don't have just like a couple that you have to focus in on, and you have to look to like a certain amount of us to score. I think we all do, and that just takes a lot of pressure off of you. And I think that being healthy definitely plays a factor in that. But overall, I think that just like my teammates having my back and everything has helped a lot this year.
You look at you from an individual standpoint. You've taken your game up a notch across the board, but this team has taken their game up across the board. You're the quote-unquote quarterback of this team, leading the team not only at the offensive end of the floor, but the defensive end of the floor. What can you say about this group's ability to take care of business defensively as well as offensively?
I think we do a great job of holding each other accountable. I would say that everyone listens to everyone. So if someone tells me to do something, I'm like, yeah, I got your back. And I think vice versa. So I think that it's important that we always, can look to each other for advice.
You look at this week, you travel to Mars Hill, you travel to Coker. You beat both of them by large margins the first time around. How do you try to stay focused at this point in the year and make sure that you have the similar type of performances that you had in this gym in their gym?
Well, I think what's really going to motivate us is that our last road game we lost. So I think that bouncing back and getting these 2 road wins, because Mars Hill and Coker are both very hard places to play. You have to create your own environment since they are, a few hours away and you don't bring your home crowd. But I think that if we start preparing today and keep our focus, then we'll come out with 2 wins.
Harris, thanks for the time. Congrats on the plaudit.
Thank you.
She's Harris Price. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.